Hi guys, in this position it's White's turn to move. I want to remind you that when you do these exercises, you must focus on your thinking method. Try to apply a logical thinking process to the position. If you need some help with your thinking method, then you can download the Analytical Thinking System. In it, I discuss all the important aspects of a logical thinking process in chess. I'll put the link in the description below the video. You can now either pause the video to think about the position, or you can click on the link below the video to see a high resolution diagram of the exercise. Okay, so let's get to the solution. What is Black threatening here? Black doesn't have any tactical threats because he can't check your king, he can't capture you anywhere. Well, of course, bishop takes e5 makes no sense because we'll just win the bishop. And he also can't make any immediate threats against us. However, when you think about threats, you should also think about strategic threats. In other words, you have to think about the position from your opponent's point of view and anticipate how your opponent can improve their position. If you follow the steps that I mentioned in the analytical thinking system, then you would notice that one of Black's primary objectives here is that he needs to develop the rook as soon as possible. This means we can anticipate that Black wants to play either rook to c8, placing the rook on the open c file, or a5 to create some space for the rook. So now that we understand how Black can improve their position, we can identify our candidate moves, which is rook to c1 or bishop to a6. Rook to c1 isn't the best because Black can still play rook to c8 and challenge your rook on the open c file. Bishop to a6 on the other hand is a great move because not only does it take control of the c8 square, but at the same time it blocks the a pawn. Now on the next move, White can play the rook to c1 and Black will not be able to challenge him on the c file anymore. This is actually an important advantage to White because the c file is the only open file in this position, and therefore whoever controls this file will enjoy an advantage. The main lesson that I want to convey in this specific exercise is that when you think about threats, you should not only think about your opponent's tactical threats, but you should also think about their strategic threats. And you will only be able to do that if you take the time to think about how your opponent would want to improve their position and then see if you can find an effective way to prevent them from achieving their strategic objectives. I hope you enjoyed this exercise and learned something from it. Cheers.